Shalom. Allah start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, salutations to the hopeful elect pushing this truth across four corners of the earth in all faith, truth, and sincerity. This I'm a one abide back and giving us in. That's what I'm going to. Not gonna make this alone. We'll go to about how the men of the Lord that had His truth, the apostles, the elders of Burger, Great Millstone, the elect, how in these times that the men of the Lord that had His truth, those that believe in those that believe in Lord Yahweh, the elect, are gonna be spiritually aware of the times they in, know what's going on around them, and not being, in not knowing what's going on, not being, delusional, like a lot of Israelites out here, so-called Negro, Latino natives are, 2/3, that don't be concerned of what's going on around them. They just think that, just gonna continue like it is. America, everything in America, Babylon the Great gonna continue like it is, and things gonna be with what it is, but it's not the case. We in the times where, from this point on, something major could happen where one day, things could change, drastically change here in America, Babylon the Great, to where, like I say, all hell breaking loose, this economy crashing, attack could happen. I don't know, something could happen, attack, some attack could happen to where, the grid's down, communications down, whatever it may be, to where, like I said, a drastic change happen, and ain't no point of no return, But like I said, the men of the Lord, the apostles, and the elders of the brother Great Millstone had this truth, and those that believe in this truth, are and spiritually, and in tune, with Lord Yahweh Shai, what's going on around them. They not, like I say, delusional. That they not, in a state of mind of, like I say, it is what it is, or nothing gonna happen, not in that mindset, like 2/3 Israelites, they're gonna keep partying, bullshitting, and doing whatever, right? And until one day, something major happen, you know what I'm saying, and it's over with, because the times that we're in is leading up to something, it's leading up to something major could happen, in America, Babylon the Great soon, But I'm getting to it. Proverbs 27:12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So a prudent man foreseeth the evil. So like I say, the men of the Lord that had His truth from the apostles and the Ellsberg Ravenstone, the men of the Lord that had His truth, they are, in tune with the Spirit of Lord Yahweh Shai of what's going on around them, being in this truth, being in the wisdom and knowledge of Lord Yahweh Shai, having this truth, the wisdom and knowledge of Lord Yahweh Shai, you come into that covering, which is this truth, because being in wisdom, knowledge of Lord Yahweh Shai, being in the Spirit of Lord Yahweh Shai, you have an advantage. You have an advantage over most people, knowing what's about to happen before it happens. Or, you have a sense in the spirit like, okay, I don't need to be around certain people. I don't need to be going out to certain places or what it may be, right? You have you have an advantage in the spirit. Something like ain't right. You're not going to go about, doing it or acting upon it. You're not going to be out here willy-nilly, careless, like a lot of these so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites, especially the women of Israelites, they gonna be careless, they they're gonna be careless to the point, when things just happening, they just caught up in it. When something major happen, they're just gonna be destroyed. They're gonna be done for. They're gonna be get put a bit. They're gonna be being getting their judgment by Lord how about outside in these times going forward, because most of our women, they just want to party and say bullshit. Most women, they want to party anyway. They want to have fun. Till it ain't no fun no more. It'd be too late then. For them. But you'll have women that's believers of this truth, that listen to the apostles and the men, Lord, that we'll have be delivered, have mercy by the Lord how about outside in these times. And that's gonna be under a man of the Lord. When things get bad, really, really, really get bad in America, Babylon the Great. And I say, the simple, like I say, the simple-minded people out here, they pass on. They're gonna be punished. They're gonna be destroyed by the Lord. No, they're gonna be judged. Judgment is gonna come down by the Lord Yahweh. And you're gonna have a lot of people out here, getting put to death. But this verse, matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the next chapter. Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So, walk circumspectly, Excuse me. So you go to the word circumspectly. Circ means to be. Circ means around. Circle means around. Speckly means to look. So to understand looking around what's going on around you. Basically, understanding the times. Understanding your environment. Peeping what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying, within your area, whatever it may be. Your surround is not just that. What was going on within. Excuse me. What's going on within the news, or understanding the just staying in the loop of being knowing what's going on, like up to date on the news, or of prophecy, that's that's gonna come to pass, or we is being fulfilled. Understanding the times, right, according to the Bible, the prophecies, like, okay, we we here, this is it right here, just gotta get fully fulfilled, and I say all hell breaking loose and so forth. It's coming, what I'm saying. We know times, situations going on in Mexico, then the situation with Iran, Trump, if he strike Iran, how that's gonna escalate, World War III, and it's hey, this year could be something, we'll see, but the way things looking, it's not looking. The forecast for America, Babylon the Great, is nothing but a whole bunch of mourning, sorrows, death, and destruction. That's the forecast for America, Babylon the Great. The future of America, Babylon the Great, going forward. Ain't nothing good is gonna happen here, man. Things ain't good right now. The higher price, everything is going up. Things keep going rising up like this. People just gonna get fed up and start losing it, man. Start really just stealing out the stores, man. These prices keep going up on stuff like this needs. I ain't even talking about wants, just needs. Things they need. Your hygiene products and this and that. Food and so forth. Like, your needs, that's going up. And then I say, with this war, if Trump strikes Iran within the coming days, that's gonna lead to gas prices. The oil situation going up, and then gas prices going up. And people pockets already tight, or barely got any money, so it's gonna cause problems, economic downturn. It was an article I went into about that. That's gonna be the problem with that. So we'll see. That's the times we in right now. Going forward, things could get really, 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 really bad. Really, 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 really bad here in America, Babylon Great, going forward. But and I said the men of the Lord Apostle Ezra and the brother Graham Stone, they elect our wives in the times that we in, and not fools. But this verse, Ephesians 5:16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Because so redeeming the time. So because days are evil. The days are evil, man. Days are evil. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ooh, the days are evil. You know, like I said, really, really bad times, horrible, horrific judgments is gonna come down by the Lord how about y'all shy, man. Going forward, I say, Passover coming up, and hope for the mercy of the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Me, myself, I say, those that believe in the Lord Yahweh Shai, that we hope to have mercy by the Lord Yahweh Shai, and the Passover coming up, and, just hope, that the Most High Yahweh Shai spare, really spare, those that believe, because like I said, it's all about the elect. Because if you're not of that number, it's just gonna be destroyed. This is what it is, right? But that's how serious, the times that we in. Either you of that righteous number or not, going forward, because Lord Yahweh Shai finna bring down His wrath of judgment upon this place, America, Babylon the Great. More and more until it get to a point where it gets to where Lord Yahweh returns, and come back and completely destroy this place, America, Babylon the Great. But go from there. So yeah, I'm going to go to the next chapter. So I'm gonna end off of this. I didn't want to make this too long. Matthew 24:21. Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. So great troubles and great tribulation is gonna be, not since the beginning of the world. So a lot of great troubles, a lot of great evils, bad times, a lot of death and destruction is coming. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen here in America, Babylon the Great. Nothing's good coming, man. Going forward, here in America, Babylon the Great. So with that, again, I like to give all praise. I like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Well, I say, I hope this is edifying. So again, I like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Haushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the sisters and brothers, to the few Aqua sisters that do listen, keep the